Hi, I'm Kendra Onixxx.
And I'm Gia Ferrari, and you're watching RuPaul's Drag Race Season 10, Episode 3, BOUview. Mama. Ooh.
Welcome back to the House of Gorgeous channel.
Hope you guys didn't miss us too much, but let's get into this episode, girl, because it was
It was very, very good. So obviously Calorie went home. Eureka deletes the little message, and she's still a little shaken up.
Yeah, she's shaking because she I don't know,
Master.
she's in her head a lot about her getting sent home last season, and then this season she's like underperforming. So she's like, all eyes are on her right now.
They really are. And we get a little more of, the aspect of the workroom. And then, of course, Miss Aquaria comes for Vixen again, saying that, oh, your best drag, I didn't know your best drag was borrowing somebody's wig.
Yeah, and Vixen, of course, got all defensive.
Of course.
And she was just saying, girl, well, you know what? I still won. You're just bitter that you lost and I won.
Pretty much.
My wig or not, I won.
That's what I'm gathering from Aquaria. She's just a bitter queen. Gorgeous, but a bitter queen. And she had the best part. In the Rusical, she played the bitter queen.
Yeah. So for the mini challenge, they kind of had to like pitch themselves selling RuPaul's chocolate to
make her laugh, pretty much.
Yeah, and then RuPaul was kind of like,
the voice from beyond,
the voice and saying try this and try that. And I thought it was a pretty cute, funny challenge.
It was interesting. Yeah. I'll say it was very interesting.
Yeah, we had some funny moments, but
Monique was the funniest to me. She switched into that accent so fast. The only thing I would change about Monique are those titties. I don't care for those.
I don't know. I think they're meant to be like funny
and comical?
titties. They do look kind of like funny, but not like funny haha.
They look like funny, oh, I think I'm cute, you need some new titties.
Put some titties on, bitch.
So the winners of the mini challenge were Blair Sinclair, Monet Exchange, and Monique Hart. Do you feel like they deserve to win?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just, with mini challenges, it's not really about like, oh, this person really was the best. I always think it's kind of just a random selection, like, oh, today I'm going to pick Blair and Monique and Monet.
Probably just so they could see who has the chops to lead a team.
Yeah. And
who's more of a following queen.
So they ended up getting separated into 3 teams, and they had to kind of do like a commercial for new dating apps.
For Grindr.
Yeah, pretty much Grindr, Jacked, and Hornet.
Scruff.
Oh.
What's a Hornet? Is that a new one that I don't know of?
I think it's been around a cool minute.
Oh, wow, okay.
Anyway, but there obviously it was like parody dating apps, and they had one that was, I think it was called End of Days.
Yeah, they had End of Days.
Which was supposed to be like an end of the world kind of, for people that have only 2 weeks to live.
Butterface.
For...
This body is right, stop playing. And then they have Fibster.
For pathological liars.
I know a couple people that need to be on Fibster.
Right.
Not you. You tell the truth. You tell the truth. Often. But I mean, the acting challenge, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, they had to each write their own, what they were gonna say. So it's not like the usual acting challenges where they get this weird script and then some of them kind of get like shafted.
Shitty lines.
So they got to write their own lines. So if they sucked,
that was on them.
That's their fault, girl. Which ones was your favorite? Was there any standouts?
I actually liked all 3, to be honest.
Okay.
There were funny moments in all 3 of them. But the funniest one for me was really the Butterfaces.
That one was funny. And I think it had a lot to do with Asia O'Hara.
Yes.
She was so funny.
Asia O'Hara's makeup was off the charts. And then the faces she was making in the back, she's like...
What I love about her is that she's a pageant girl. She comes from the pageant circuit, which are known to be
polished,
beautiful and
perfect,
polished, and she's
prissy.
Not afraid to look ugly.
Yeah, she definitely reminds me of Trinity Taylor, because Trinity is definitely from the pageant circuit, but she doesn't mind being kooky, crazy.
A fool.
She doesn't mind making a fool of herself to win.
Yeah, so Asia O'Hara and her team, and I think overall was really excellent. Another some of my favorites. I also actually really liked Blair Sinclair. She surprised me. She did a really good job in hers.
I also like Fibster. When they had Dusty Ray as the schizophrenic person, I thought she was definitely, if that team would have won, or if they judged them by teams, she probably would have won that challenge again. Yeah, she needs to get on a winning team so she can win a challenge.
For real, because at Dusty,
I love Dusty.
She's kind of I don't want to say like an underdog, but she's
overlooked. She's definitely overlooked.
People are sleeping on her. Just wait. Just you wait.
Hopefully she gets to prove it before she leaves.
So let's get into this runway look. So for the runway theme this week, it was simple. Feathers. Which of course you brought your feathers.
Fully
and
coiffed.
I'm just a plucked chicken. All my feathers are gone.
How you doing? And she's skinned alive. And now she is...
And I'm neonized. And here I am, ready for the runway.
Girl, you know I was thinking of something. I was thinking of something to fit with that. Neonized. I can't. Yeah. So, first up on the runway, we have Blair Sinclair in this beautiful white and gold ensemble. Mm-hmm. And to me, I really didn't mind the look. It was it looked like she just glued feathers on a dress. But if the dress underneath was black and she had those feathers on there, it would be like kind of a plate of tarred and feathered, kind of.
Oh, okay.
I really didn't mind the look.
Yeah, I liked her. She looked beautiful. She looked like classic beauty, like boldy,
very Blair.
Classic beauty. And I really liked hers. Hers was good. And I actually heard through her that her mom made that for her. Because, because the costume that she had ordered didn't come in time, so her mom just helped her make that. And then the girls helped her add more feathers.
Monique helped her add the feathers.
Yeah, so I mean, it came out really beautiful, I think.
Yeah, but again with that walk, girl. I can't. And she had on the same silver heel. This is the 3rd episode, and she has the same heels on 3 episodes.
Maybe she only brought those.
Well, she needs some more heels. Hopefully those are not her good heels that she can walk in all the time, because she can't.
So Miss Cracker's look, she was inspired, she said, by the death of a friend. She said a friend of hers passed away, and that very same day a bluebird built a nest on her windowsill. And so that's what she was inspired by. I think it's a beautiful kind of story.
Beautiful story.
I think the outfit itself, I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I don't know, it wasn't ugly by any means. Just something about it, I don't know, just something about it was kind of throwing me off. And also, I'm not the biggest fan of the way she walks.
Yeah, she's another girl with a weird walk. But her look, I liked it. I didn't love it. I liked it. At first, I was like, okay, I don't get the gold thing. And then she turned around and it was like built like a cage kind of. So I was like, okay, bird in a cage. And then she had the little fascinator. Ooh, shit, fucking up my feathers. She had the little fascinator that was like the little nest with the little eggs in it. It was cute.
It's a beautiful background. Like you, I didn't love it. I kind of was just okay with that.
It was a good look from head to toe.
Yeah. Just I wish you could walk from head to toe.
Huh. So Eureka O'Hara's look was so good. Like usually we see Eureka, we see her like bubblegum, cutesy, but she went real dark for this, which I love. And she brought back the loaf.
Yeah,
she brought back the loaf.
And I think it worked for this look.
It did.
Because she's like a dark, kind of like sinister Queen of the Crows. I do kind of wish, I know she's a big girl, but I do kind of wish she was a little more pinched.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was like a square feather covered box with a loaf.
But so I wish it was a little more pinched, a little more body. The
body, I mean, everything was good. And I love the contrast of the blonde hair with the dark.
Yeah.
It was really stunning.
So then the Vixen, she comes out as kind of like a peacock, and I actually really liked hers, the way she presented it.
Yes.
Because I think the outfit itself, to me, was kind of just like a B, but the way she presented it brought it up to an A-.
Yes.
Because she was like kicking her
side train,
and she was like kicking it to make it look like the way when a peacock is just resting and the feathers are like that. I thought it looked really beautiful. I liked the way the hair kind of just went with the outfit. To me, it all looked really cohesive.
It was very cohesive.
I loved it a lot.
And I just loved how her peacock started right here and then it like cascaded down to the side train. Yeah. And the way she, like you said, the way she kicked it out, it was great choreography. Now this is choreography on the runway that's great. And she go walk in heels, mama. Ooh. And Monique came out in a gorgeous white and gold number. Like she came out so ethereal, so magical.
She looked stunning.
It was so good.
Yeah, her look reminded me a lot of Pit from Kid Icarus and the Super Smash Brothers video game franchise.
See, I play the game. I don't know the character. I usually play with Kirby. So
I'm usually Pikachu, but I know Pit. But yeah, that's what she reminded me of. It looked very beautiful and like a golden kind of
angelic.
Angel.
It was very angelic.
She looked stunning.
Yes.
And then we have our beautiful Inland Empire queen herself, Miss Mayhem Miller.
Mama.
And she came out in like this kind of like magenta and black feather fantasy gown. I thought the dress was beautiful.
Yes,
I absolutely loved
it was gorgeous.
The only thing I didn't like the hair with his costume. And I'm still going back and forth on whether or not I like the way the white contacts look with this costume.
Oh, girl, I loved it. Mayhem knows her body and she knows how to get things made for her body. Yeah. And I also appreciated another thing for the chocolate sisters out there. She had like the brown nude on the back.
Oh, yeah.
That was the correct color, because I know you hate nude. That ain't right.
That ain't right.
And now we have Miss Desiree Bottoms, and she came out in kind of, it looked like a carnival-inspired outfit.
Okay.
But it was a total letdown. This was absolutely the worst outfit on the runway this episode.
This season.
So far. I mean, we're only 3 episodes in.
I agree. I think this...
You think this is worse than Calorie's bodysuit?
Yes. Because this kind of looks just like... I don't know.
It looks like a flamba. I would agree this is the worst of the season so far.
I don't know. It's ugly. It's really ugly, Dusty.
Ugly.
Honestly, if she hadn't done so well on...
Thank God.
Commercial, she probably would have been in the bottom for this look.
I mean, the hair is not even coiffed. It's literally like out of the bag, brushed, and put on. She has green feathers and white boots.
Yeah, it was...
It was bad.
It was bad.
It looked like she made this in the back before the show.
Like 10 minutes before the
Girl, she's like, give me these feathers, give me these feathers.
These boots, let me glue these...
Girl.
Oh my God, no. Girl, Mama on tonight. It was not on tonight.
Twasn't.
So then Cameron Michaels comes out and girl,
bitch.
Honestly, when she came out and I saw her costume and I was watching this in the comfort of my bed, I gasped.
Yeah.
Like I went, like, cause it was so beautiful. Cameron Michaels has been turning out looks.
She is definitely, I feel like she is the look queen of this season. Everybody thought it was gonna be Aquaria.
No.
But girl,
this is stunning.
Girl.
I like it because it's like a complete opposite of Monique's White Angel.
Yes, I would love to see them do a photo shoot of good and evil.
Yeah, it was very Maleficent. It was
very Huntsman.
Yes, I've never seen that one. But
have you never seen the Huntsman?
I've seen Maleficent.
Oh my God, the Huntsman.
Sorry.
Well, it was very the Huntsman. Go watch it, and then you'll get the reference.
No, it was. I liked it a lot. She had wings. She had her headpiece. Her makeup was stunning. Her body looked right, girl.
When she went like this with the wings, I gasped. Literally, because I was in the middle of a gig doing my makeup, watching it. And girl, I was like, ooh.
Girl.
I definitely stopped doing my makeup to watch Cameron Michaels walk the runway.
Where Dusty had the worst outfit of the season, this, so far, is the best look.
Definitely.
Of the season.
Definitely.
Cameron Michaels, now that was on tonight.
Hands down the best look of the season. Miss Monet Exchange, she walks out, and at first, I was kind of underwhelmed by her outfit, but as I kept looking at it, I was like, this is actually a really smart outfit. She went with like a flapper kind of look.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of.
But instead of fringe, she used feathers.
Yeah, it's cute, and it was beaded in stone.
Yes.
Her hair was great.
I love Monet and a finger wave. And she loves a finger wave on her. Rock the finger wave, mama. No more dirt with suds on it.
None of that.
No more. Finger waves. But it was really pretty. I love the color and the ombre of the feathers from like red to black. That was really, really pretty. And her gown touched the ground.
Yeah, squad, as it should.
Always.
Then Asia O'Hara comes out, and Asia, she surprised me because again, she's a pageant queen, and she comes out with like this campier look of Tweety Bird.
Yeah.
And I thought this was so good. I liked it. It was campy. It was still fashion. It looked
expensive.
It was good.
It took me a little while to get to like this.
To warm up to it, yeah.
As soon as I saw it, I loved the hair right away.
The hair is good.
It reminded me of like what Kennedy Davenport's hair should have looked like instead of that big
when she
nuclear bomb. Yes.
Yeah.
This was really, really cute, and I love how her whole face was covered, and she kept blowing on the hair to expose her face. It reminds me of an outfit you would wear. Yeah. Because it's really campy, it's really fashion, it's well made.
If I had the money, this is the kind of shit I would wear.
Oh, girl.
But instead I'm wearing...
I know that's expensive. Girl. I know. All those feathers are so expensive. Girl, this was $60. So I know that was expensive. Then we have Miss Yuha. She comes out. At first, I was kind of in the fantasy of her, and then I looked at it, and it just reminded me of my sis, James Majesty, her glamour look, but it just didn't get all the way there at all.
Yeah, where James Majesty's glamour look to me was visually stunning.
Oh my gosh, so great.
Yua's to me was like she tried ordering that on the Wish app.
And this is that's what came.
It was like what you expect versus reality. Type of thing. It was, girl. I wasn't the biggest fan of it.
It was bad, and then she had the crows stuffed in the back.
Yeah.
That would have been cute if the costume was good, but it wasn't.
Yeah, and also they were just kind of like crows like this. They should have been with their wings open, flying around her. And I do agree with Michelle Visage about her hair. It was just the red was kind of throwing it off.
See, that didn't bother me. The way it's styled bothered me. She had two little curly hues coming down, and the rest was in a bun. It's like, girl, are you another one that was like, okay, I don't know what hair to wear. Girl, let me just get this red hair, and walk out.
It kind of reminds me of when I think it was Monet Exchange said in episode 1 that she can sew, but she's not
a designer.
Yeah, so she can sew, but she has no taste.
Pretty much, and this proved it. This proved it 100%.
Yeah, it was. We
were rooting for you.
It was not great.
We were all rooting for you.
And Aquaria, she comes out pretty much as Lady Gaga in the GUI video.
Girl, almost 100% the same. Yeah. That's literally the same thing I thought when I saw this.
Yeah, she came out.
And we didn't watch this together.
We didn't. No, I watched this at my house.
And I watched this at Toucans on Thursday, the Playhouse, hosted by Jasmine Simone.
She came out. She was a white bird that had been shot by arrows, which I thought it was a cool idea, but again, it reminded me of Lady Gaga. So it's not something that I hadn't seen before. But I mean, I thought her makeup looked beautiful. She looked kind of sadly elegant, elegant in a sad way.
Yeah, that's a really good
Thank you.
explanation. I like the look, but like you said, it was pretty much spot on Lady Gaga. The best part of her costume for me was that headpiece she had.
Yeah,
I thought that was really, really cool.
All right, so the whole episode they were kind of talking about if one of us messes up, it's gonna mess up the whole team. But the gag was that they actually all were gonna be judged individually on their individual talents. So the tops ended up being was Blair Sinclair, Eureka, and Asia O'Hara.
And then the bottoms were Mayhem Miller, Cameron Michaels, and Yuha Hamasaki.
Do you agree with that?
I do. I feel like everybody else was pretty much middle of the pack.
Yeah.
Thank God Dusty did so good in the freaking challenge. Because if she did bad in that challenge and came out looking like hamburger meat like she did, girl, she would have been in the bottom.
Sent her ass home, probably.
Girl, I am just so glad she did good. Dusty, I'm rooting for you. But Mayhem was in the bottom.
I know, that was so sad, but I agree that she should have been in the bottom because she didn't speak up. She had half a line. It was just...
she had a look.
Yeah. I don't know. Hers, it didn't make sense. Yua's, I
get what Yua was doing.
Yeah.
She was saying that, oh, my body's hot, but my face is not. That's why she went with the whole gym thing. I get it, but it did not land at all.
Yeah.
At all.
And then Cameron, she was in the bottom because her delivery of her lines was very monotone and boring, but she absolutely turned it with this look.
she better be lucky. So the winner of the challenge was Asia O'Hara.
Well deserved.
Well deserved. Like her face is in the background, and then she came out with this stunning look on the runway. So very unexpected for Asia. Definitely. So unexpected that Michelle Visage said that she excites her and wants to see more from her.
And you know what Michelle Visage says that?
Bitter old queen. She wanted to see more. You there, okay? And then the bottom for this episode was
Mayhem and Gia in the bottom.
And do you agree with those?
Yes, I do.
Same.
They sucked.
They bombed.
Cameron, her outfit saved her, so because she was pretty boring too.
Yeah, Cameron was really boring.
Yeah,
but that outfit spoke volumes.
Saved her for the next few episodes.
Girl,
mama. So before we get into the lip sync, let's get into Untucked really quick.
Yes.
Untucked was
juicy like a peach.
Like your peach ass.
Don't look at me like that. But yes, it was very, very, very juicy. And the meat and beans and gravy of the Untucked was obviously Aquaria and the Vixen. I hope that they don't drag this out like they did Bitch and Abora. But honestly, I agree with the Vixen. Because, okay, this is going to sound real sentimental and everything, but America looks at the black girl like we're always upset. You know what I mean? But they never look at the person that's attacking us. It's not my fault that I have better comebacks than the person that's trying to attack me. Because I went through this when Victoria came for me at the reunion, because I was sitting there nice and pretty, trying to answer the questions the Boulets had. Well, I'm gorgeous, you're right. I was sitting there nice and gorgeous, answering the questions that the Boulets had, and then Victoria mumbled under her breath, but obviously we all have microphones, maybe you should practice keeping your hair on. And then I ate that bitch, you know what I mean? I'm a great white. If you want to jump in the water with me, expect to get big. But then the backlash that I received off of that was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I was the loud black bitch. I was the loud mouth. I was the ghetto bitch. I was the loud ghetto black bitch. But she attacked me, and it's not my fault. She didn't have a comeback, and it looked like she thought about that line for a while.
Girl.
So, I mean, I get where the Vixen is coming from.
Me too. I see it a lot, too. I saw it with, of course, with you. Of course, I was always on Reddit reading all your comments about you on YouTube, and you did receive a lot of backlash, and it sucks because I see it all the time. It's not just black queens. It's a lot of just people of color in general.
It is.
So, I mean...
It sucks, but it's like, if you're going to come for somebody, please expect for them to come back for you. Mm-hmm. And if you can't handle it, get out of the kitchen. Like Aquaria keeps running away. Do that. Run away. So, in honor of Courtney Love being a guest judge, they lip-synced to Celebrity Skin by her band Hole. And that's a really, really good song. I remember listening to that song when I was in high school. So, you know, many eons ago. But, girl, as soon as that song hit, Mayhem was in it.
Mm-hmm. Mayhem she did a really stunned job. She did classic Mayhem. Mayhem is a
lip sync assassin.
She's a very strong performer. She uses her eyes. She captivates you, and she captivated me in this lip sync. And it's hard for me to get captivated in a lip sync on TV. And Yua, I thought she did okay.
Yua did good. Yua did good for what Yua does.
Yeah. But with lip syncing against Mayhem, girl, sorry. Yua, she ended up going home. Mayhem, she got saved.
Yes, and cried again.
Mm-hmm. She's like, oh.
She cried again.
I'm like, May, come on, girl. Suck it up.
But I mean, girl, I can imagine, because we didn't, obviously on Dragula, we didn't have to lip sync against each other, but I couldn't imagine how it is, like lip sync, and then somebody has to choose, and right in front of you, right then and there,
who's gonna stay and
yes.
Go. Yeah, and you ended up going, and honestly, it's I'm a little sad because I was excited for what she was bringing. She's a comedy queen, and she's a seamstress. I do feel, however, that in the 3 episodes that we had her, we didn't really see much of her comedy.
We didn't see comedy at all.
Seamstressness, like she's a seamstress, but I didn't see anything that really wowed me.
Did she just say seamstressness?
Mm-hmm.
She surely did.
It's a new word, girl.
Seamstressness. But I mean, The first episode, she came out in a gorgeous gown in the caution tape. The second episode, she was one of the best people in her group in the Rusical. This episode, she just completely bombed.
Yeah, she bombed, and sorry.
I was really excited to see Yuha. I was really excited, but I mean, hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles. There's only one queen at the end of the day.
And it wasn't Yua or Yuha or Yuhua.
And it won't be Yuha.
Whatever you name is, girl. You gone.
Sorry.
And I'm kind of liking that the girls that have been eliminated so far are actually like getting emotional.
Yes, they
really want to be there. And so just seeing them get emotional, it's like, okay, this is real. They're going home.
I think this season is probably one of the best seasons we've had in a while.
Yeah, because everything feels genuine.
Yeah,
like they're not afraid to speak up, and they actually want to be there. So far this season I'm loving.
Yes, it's just like the past seasons. They just be like, oh well, I guess I'm going home. I mean, I was here.
Okay. You said that about me. Oh, it's okay.
It's all of the girls. Like, it's heart-wrenching to see them crying. Like, it sucks. But I mean,
at the end of the day, like
bye
you said, one girl's gonna take the crown.
And it needs to be Mayhem.
Yeah, Mayhem.
Or Dusty. I'm going for you too, girl.
Mama tonight. It's gonna be me. Crown it. I can't even lift my arms up. It's so tight.
It's gonna be her. Crown it.
Oh, crown it like my pussy. But that was the episode. What did you guys think? Did you guys agree with the tops, with the bottoms?
What up?
What did you guys think of the kaflamba, the drama between the Vixen and Aquaria? I know it's
I do. I really want to chat about this because this is something that hits home for me.
Yeah, it's controversial, but it's something that needs to be talked about. Mm-hmm. So what did you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to share us, like us, do whatever you got to do. Jerk off to us if you have to.
Make sure you hit that bell so you get notifications whenever we upload anything.
It goes ding 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 ding. And make sure you guys follow us on Instagram also at Miss Gia Ferrari,
at Miss Kendra Onixxx,
and we'll see you guys next week for episode 4. Bye.